Who is it?
I don't like how you said that at all.
Hmm.
Just something about it made me uncomfortable. I don't know.
Hello?
Who?
Ah,
Whoa!
shit. I think I need to undo my HDMI. Give me a sec.
I
Where is that it? Let me see here.
I didn't have to. I closed because I just had the game open. I closed it because I was like, "Hi, cat. Yes, you were screaming in my ear.
I can't hear shit,
You
so
can't hear
bye. I'll
shit.
be back.
Can't believe Tim fucking hates me." Now, in retrospect, like all of his responses now make sense considering he was
There
unable
we
to
go.
hear me before.
Okay, I can hear you now. Was it me or you?
I guess it was you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you didn't hear my
Weird.
hello, it's on you.
I did not hear any hellos.
Whoa!
So is this shit already live?
I don't know. I was just saying, apparently, to my fucking self, that, like, I purposely saved and closed the app and opened it back up, and I didn't have to download anything.
Really? I went to go online. Uh like I went to set up a hub and it was like you can't use the internet because this needs an update. And I'm like, "Oh,
So,
really?
so it does.
Did you do that?"
That thing, it just said that to me.
Hmm.
Now it's downloading.
Is it
Okay.
going to give it to us early so we can play with Japanese players?
I think
That's
it's
kind of
just,
rad.
I think it's just a global release.
I
Gaiji
think it is
Hunter
too,
just
but
said that apparently they have shipped 6 million copies of this physical.
it's a fucking lot.
That's a fucking lot, and that's only physical.
And that's how many? It's been less than a month,
It's
right?
been about a month. It's like because it's like
Has
what,
it?
the 26th,
Oh
27th.
yeah,
Yeah.
because uh,
Boy, the Detroit Tigers are bad at baseball. That's all. No, there will be no baseball talk. I understand. Owen isn't
they
here.
have
You're free.
been for as long as I remember. Well, actually, back in the aughts, I feel like they beat the shit out of the Sox all the time.
Yeah. Guess what? Miguel Cabrera's still there. He hit a home
Good
run in the
lord.
first inning.
I'm still here. The Miguel Cabrera edition.
I don't know what the non Miguel Cabrera edition of that is.
Don't you know I'm still here Jim's theme from Treasure Planet?
I've never seen Treasure Planet.
That's unfortunate.
That seems like a movie that Haley will like be mad at me for not having seen.
Yes, probably.
I don't
Yes.
I don't know. I think Treasure Planet might be bi culture.
Why?
I just like I feel like that information is just in my brain.
Treasure Planet has always been, yeah, this is just the straight up update. Fuck yeah.
Hi.
Um, Treasure Planet's always been my favorite Disney film to say is my favorite Disney film. I'm not sure if it's actually my favorite, but like I just in high school, I dated a Disneyphile and through all of college, like to an absurd degree, fan of Disney. And she had literally never seen Treasure Planet, and I was like, "The fuck?" Like that doesn't
I
count.
feel like
But
the two hipster choices are Treasure Planet and Atlantis.
Atlantis, yeah, Haley loves Atlantis. So
It's been a long time, but I remember loving it.
it's good. I mean, there's a lot of I don't know. It's one of those ones where you look back on it, it's like there's kind of a lot of racial stuff that you
Yeah,
could
there's a
look
lot of
into with
like
this, but
playing on. What?
colonialism type stuff.
I don't like. Yeah. Okay, I know I said no more baseball, but the Tigers have 4 errors through 4 innings.
Oof, like fielding. Well, they're
Yes.
all. Ugh.
Imagine a batting error. Like you just swing real bad,
Yeah,
and the ump's
I
like,
was gonna
I'm
say.
bringing you up.
I suppose is there running errors? Can you be marked up for a running error? Like if you pass another runner or whatever.
If you pass another runner, it's an out. I don't know if it's counted as an error. Why are my headphones doing this? 1 second.
Okay. Create a lobby.
Okay, the world was just made out of static for a few seconds there. No, it's still made out of static. Please stop. Why are you doing this? What's the electrical interference? Okay. Are we good? I'm not wearing sweatpants
Maybe.
anymore because it was like 80 degrees outside today, which means when my
Yeah.
cat kneads on my
Oh.
thighs, it destroys me physically.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. Wait,
Wow, the making a hub and it now saying minimum HR1, maximum HR 999 is kind of a trip.
especially since G rank won't be a thing for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't quite know how it worked in World. Do you remember? Was there a hunter rank cap?
I don't remember.
I'm sure they'll find some way to integrate it when they definitely make a G rank version of this game. I have made a hub.
Okay. Is there a passcode?
2222.
So we're just all in on the do what Duncan says train, huh?
That's exactly right. I do what Duncan says every day of my life, and
Tim,
that's
no.
just. um, let's see. If I go to layered armor, what does that look like now? It doesn't look like much. So how do I make a layered armor? I wonder if I have to.
I
You
think
know what that might be?
I think it's at you don't get to do that until you break the
Yeah,
cap.
that makes sense. Hello.
Hi. Hello. Hi.
Hello. Yeah.
Hi.
So
Are you?
when I was playing on my own, I just did the key quests, so I have Visit Sine ready.
Okay. Jordan, did you download the update?
No.
Okay, so I don't know if you have to do it the way that me and Chris did it, but if you go online and try to enter or like find an online hub, it'll be like you can't play online. You don't have the update. Take the update,
Right. Yeah, I'll do that right now.
and then it'll probably take like 5 to 10 minutes.
All right. You guys can do whatever then. If you want to wait for me, wait for me. And if
I mean,
you want to just.
it took me like 2 minutes, so
All right.
I'll just like stare at quick sheath. Tim, did you say there's a way to sort by skills?
Yeah,
How?
you mean at the where?
I don't know because where were you talking about?
I mean,
you can do that.
Where are you? The blacksmith or your box?
I'm at the blacksmith.
Yeah, all you got to do is press Y, and I think it'll bring up like a sub menu, and it says
Oh, search/sort. That is
sort.
annoyingly hard to say.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you can search by skills, and then they'll just be like the top one. So if awkwardly, if you're midway through the menu, it'll like sort them all to the top. So you got to go up.
Also, all of there are 2 armors that are good for gun lancing. It looks like right now, and they are Girtotus and Basarios, and they look ugly as sin and make me cry.
Yeah. Yeah, the Jirtsotis stuff is like pure gun lance charge blade armor. And I think I'm wearing the head currently, but I have it visual geared off with my little camera hat thing. Because again, ugly as sin looking.
Yeah.
The urgent for 6-star is well, I guess no spoilers. It's the thing that you saw going into high rank or whatever.
Oh, like the weird snake, gross. I don't like how
Yeah.
it moves.
Yeah. I have not done that yet though, and it's a rampage, unsurprisingly.
Little rampages.
I find them okay. I've
You're
done quite a
fine.
lot now.
I don't know. I've only done a couple. Like they don't come up enough for me to be like annoyed with them if I dislike them, and I don't particularly dislike them.
I really like ramping up my gear. Like all of the gear that I have, I've ramped up. Um, and it's really not that hard to get tickets. Like you'll get like a buttload of tickets just for doing one rampage. So I've probably done like a total of, I don't know, probably less than like 15 rampages that I have never felt like I needed to do more. Which obviously that's like a decent few, but I was trying to seek them out for a bit because I needed like a higher level ticket.
Mm.
Hey, so I bought a piece of armor that had just 1 point in quick sheath and a ton of fucking slots, and I'm like, cool, Gucci, no quick sheath jewels.
Hmm.
I imagine that will
Let me check.
unlock eventually.
Let me check if I have them. Decorations create. Yep, right here.
Okay, maybe I'll
Nagakuga pelt
maybe.
and
Oh, okay.
Tomikadachi collab.
Oh well, yeah.
Very easy
Does
to make.
Nargacuga stuff give sheath as a quick sheath as well?
I doubt it. It's more like evade, critical eye.
That's true.
Also
But cool. That means
the
I'll be able to like make this stuff. I'll be able to make armors that are more fun in HR6.
right.
And by more
which is
fun, I
why
just mean use
popped
more
into it.
weapons than the two that I've
Right.
used in high rank.
I wanted to make a charge blade set because I haven't touched charge blade in forever. Actually, I've been like using almost exclusively sword and shield, which is fun. I like the weapon, but variety is also nice.
Let's do some hunting Gorn. This Gorn has 25% affinity. Oh, right, because Kuliaku has 3 points in critical eye.
I did a hunt a Anjanath, Mizutsune, and Zinogre in the arena alone last night, and it was fun. I'm really pissed. I died once to the Zinogre because I don't even know what happened. I must not have been looking at my health, but I kind of kicked all their asses, and then I got a Mizutsune ruby and an Anjanath ruby from it.
Oh, well.
Like fuck, and a
That'll...
Zinogre plate, which is less fun, but there might be a higher chance from that quest.
Yeah, like it's cool like that they're already adding like significant amount of things into the game a month after release, but also like I'm trying to take my time, Capcom, but I want to do the cool Elder Dragon stuff and the new Apexes in actual hunts.
I mean, yeah, I've definitely taken my time plenty enough.
But yeah,
I
you've also been able to or been willing to put more hours into this than me so far.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
And
wait
I'm
till
still
school's
like
over next week.
58, which is not nothing.
Yeah, I can't wait till school's over next week and I can actually play this game.
Mm-hmm.
You play video games for fun?
No,
Okay.
I do it for
How
the
many hours
nutrients.
did you say you have, Chris?
I think like 58 or something.
Yeah, I've got triple that.
Whoa. Whoa.
So I don't know if when my hunter rank bursts, if I'm just going to be HR 8. I don't know how it works in this one. Or if
Yeah.
it's going to be like HR 50 or something.
Yeah, I mean, the past...
Because the only example they showed was HR, someone popping up to HR 8, which I'm like, that's never happened to me before.
yeah, I mean, I haven't played the past few days because this weekend I bought Horizon Zero Dawn for my computer because I was like, people really like this. I could do an open world game every an hour or so every other night, and it's all right so far. I mean, it's not.
I own that game and have yet to find any interest in playing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a fucking AAA open world game. That's for damn sure.
Yep. hmm
You have to like climb up the radio towers, except now they're like actually still radio towers.
Dinosaurs.
If I know,
No, they're just
Yeah.
dinosaurs that walk. They're radio tower shaped dinosaurs, and that's
All right.
literally not a joke.
Really?
Yes. And it's just like it has like all of the Uncharted every AAA game, like find the creases on the wall to jump up, and it's just like I'm holding W and jamming on the space bar, and it takes 10 fucking minutes. This isn't fun. Why does every game have this?
Yeah.
Does mind if I start posting like key quests?
Yeah, go for it. That's why I'm standing at the quest board.
All right. I need 3, so we should probably be able to knock them out pretty quickly.
Well, okay. Well,
Do something that's weak to water. Is Sarius weak to water?
I can put something else.
Weak to water. Ice might
It
be.
seems like it would be. Hunter notes. Large moss. I still need a picture of him so I could take a picture. Where the fuck's Sarius?
Like, I'll probably be able
There he
to
is.
make the Basarius armor after this because I've fought like 3 or 4 of them now, but
It is weakest to water.
it's ugly.
I'm
But also, layered armor is soon enough. So, like,
I am constantly out of aqua glow gems or whatever they're called because I'm trying to make because Sword and Shield I'm trying to make elemental set like for every element, and you need 7 of those jewels to get elemental attack 7, and they both take 2 aqua glow things, so that's 14 per set that I'm trying to make. Needless to say, I do not have a water one yet.
oh no, that's I did hit the enter Sandboy.
Enter Sandboy.
Enter Sandboy?
Down, 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 down.
I can't think of anything from Enter Sandman that I can like do, but I cannot string together more than 1 second of that song.
And I think that's it. Hey, guess what, Tim?
God,
Another error
that
for the
sounded nothing
Tigers.
like it. Jesus.
They're a bad baseball team. What do you mean sounded nothing like it?
You went.
No, I didn't. I did the.
Oh, okay.
I just jumped in at the end of the line that you started.
You did.
Also, wait, the tires?
Tigers.
Tigers. All right.
I wish set decorations didn't look so much like cell decorations. Right. Guys.
Am I right, fellow gamers?
Don't insult me like that.
By calling you a gamers?
Yes. First off, I'm only one person, so referring to me as a plural person's mathematically incorrect. And that is all I have.
No.
That is the only issue I have with this statement, actually.
Wait, I didn't eat. I'm gonna eat.
You can do it in the camp.
That's what you sound like.
It is because I used an exaggerated. Okay.
I want to eat in the camp.
I don't know if
Are
I
you
know.
gonna?
No, I already ate.
Okay.
I don't know if I know anything from Enter Sandman other than that guitar riff.
I was trying to sing it, but then you were singing the guitar riff on top of me, which is very you.
That's how music works, Tim. Are you unfamiliar?
Anyway, off to Neverland. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
does say
that's part of it.
yeah.
I think I've
James
actually
Hetfield.
Hetfield. Yeah, I've
Gene
actually
Hackman.
yes.
Gene Hackman.
I think I've actually listened to that song all the way through, which is the only. Wait, oh no, it's Metallica, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, it's the only Metallica song I've listened to all the way through. I think.
Wow. Not even
That,
one, or uh,
I probably
what's
have
their
heard a
other big
bunch of
one?
Metallica. I just like never consciously.
um, what did you what other songs did you name, Tim?
I just named one. I'm trying to
Master
think
of
of what.
Puppets.
I'm
That's
not.
another big one. I don't really like that one.
I know of that song, but I've never listened to it.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Jordan, but
I,
it's also just like not my musical vibe. So
yeah, I don't really listen to like heavy. I don't really listen to metal generally. Um,
it occupies the same spot in my brain that the Enter Sandman as God. How do I always forget the fucking name of the Led Zeppelin song?
um, is that the
Immigrant
immigrant?
song? Or...
Yeah,
Immigrant
immigrant
song.
song.
Yes.
I'm
Like
on the wrong level.
it occupies the same space in my mind where it's like opening riff is a banger, and then they say two words and I'm out.
That's fair.
And then in my mind, it's just like that repeated for 4 more minutes.
It's actually a good song.
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
I think it's an okay song. Yeah.
It rocks really hard, and so it kind of makes up for being sort of generic generally. I think, but
I think Thunderstruck might be in that same camp too. Any song that is played at sporting events.
Yeah, they're all played at
Yeah.
Sox games. God, stop.
AC/DC. I will say AC/DC kind of does it for me generally, though, in a way that like Enter Sandman doesn't.
I think AC/DC like did a very good job. Like they knew that was their niche, and they like were like, we're just gonna perfect this. Like we're not gonna do anything else. But if you want songs with this exact vibe, welcome.
I actually don't know how to get out of this. I'll be there as soon as I can, guys. But
Where did you go?
Run up.
well, I keep seeing like walls that turn into ceilings.
If you're underground, just warp
Great
to the
wire
camp that's
bug.
right next to us.
Or just warp to a camp.
Or a gust crab.
Yeah. Any of those will do.
August crab and everything after.
All right.
Man,
All
I
right.
never thought I'd say this, but Charge Blade feels very clunky coming from Sword and Shield. I guess that doesn't help. And maybe if I had a set designed for it, it'd be better too.
Are you just using your Sword and Shield set?
Yeah.
Oh, the skill offensive guard, is that made for like exclusively Counter Lance and Charge Blade?
Absolutely not, because I have it on this set for my
right.
Sword and Shield.
Right, because you said Sword and Shield has the guard
It
points.
is the
now.
guard point move, yeah. Which I actually use often enough that I might want like a point in guard in a future iteration of that set. Because anytime you guard with the shield on Sword and Shield, it's like a huge load of knockback.
Hey Jordan, good news, it's underground now.
Hey, I'm coming.
It's been like 5 minutes.
I did the last thing I did before I set this down to wait for y'all was this exact hunt with randos online, and it was me and a Japanese hammer player who was like clearly just basically doing the "give me a random hunt" button, and a guy who used dual blades who I like saw twice the entire battle, and it took like 20 minutes, and I'm like, this.
Jesus.
I used all of my Pierce and restocked and went through like all of Pierce 1 and 2 again and all of my slicing ammo, it was just like, oh, Basarius does not have this much health, please.
Mm-hmm.
Put me out of my misery.
Yeah, people are bad.
And the game
This game.
encourages you to carry them, so they remain bad forever.
This is kind of true. I was doing some of that carrying earlier because you get some aqua glow jewels sometimes from
See?
helping young men.
Why doesn't the YMCA do that?
Like I've always said, it's definitely the new players who are ruining Monster Hunter.
Don't know.
I blame
if
Americans.
that's something you said.
But it's not.
What?
I actually don't, because a ton of the terrible players I've played with are Japanese.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah, like a very large amount.
I pressed the
Interesting.
Y button directly in the direction of that Barrett, and then it just fell. The Basarius just fell over. Whatever.
I did not see any falling over of Basarius.
Well, it was very, very briefly under a wire bug on the ground.
Mm.
Did not last long.
Anyway, but this game does seem to be reaching more people, which is exciting for me personally.
Why is it exciting for you personally?
I just like it when people like things I like.
Bitch.
Yeah, the fact that Haley plays this game and enjoys it is very exciting to me.
She's having a good time with it?
Mm.
That is good to hear.
Yeah. I'm just generally very annoyed by gatekeeping.
Yeah, no, I mean that's the correct thing. I was being needlessly antagonistic for humor. Have you met me? I'm needlessly antagonistic for humor a lot of the time.
Because I don't know if you remember this, but we were college roommates like 7 years ago and very close friends since then.
What's college?
It's when you take a bunch of stuff and like cut them apart and then throw them together.
Oh, okay. You were making a collage joke. I thought you were gonna make a e-learning joke.
I did. I'm disappointed by the amount of complete misses that my big charge combo does. There's like no way to aim it well.
Not
I
really.
I thought that would be something they would like try to do in this one. It's so easy to aim all the big hits of the other stuff now. Like hammer can kind of turn on a dime, but same with greatsword.
Well, it's finally time that Hammer got its day in the sun.
I mean, I frankly won't
Hammer-
argue. I feel like it was very consistently that for a long
Sleeping.
time.
Sleeping.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
It was
Yeah,
certainly not
I
me.
hear you.
I mean,
It was almost definitely me. I just like I hit the button as you said sleeping.
I saw
You
the
could also
teal and
look at the
sheathed
game.
my weapon.
Well, what? Damn, I'm not. What is the sleeping indicator?
he goes to sleep,
And there was a burst of the sleep color at his face.
and
No,
then I
no,
said
this-
sleep, and then he went to sleep.
And then it stopped moving and slowly laid down.
Yeah,
you know,
I
as
don't-
if to go to sleep.
I don't know what any of these indicators actually are.
You're right. How can any one person be expected to pay attention to any one of those things?
Sleep is more useless than it has ever been online.
Yeah.
It is just not a status ailment worth inflicting. Which is frustrating because it's a good one.
Did this bitch poise? No.
He was before.
Oh, was he?
Mm.
What is all of this buzzing? Why is my sound bad? I wonder if this will even show up on the recording or if it's just me going insane.
I recommend getting your ears checked. It's fun. You listen to beeps and press buttons.
I mean, I maybe should, but
Why?
they'll
In
just be like, yeah,
general-
you have tinnitus.
In general, I actually don't understand why we don't get our ears checked more often. Like,
I think because it's
I
like
have-
perceived as go on.
I have an eye doctor, you know, Like, why don't I have an ear doctor that I go to all the time?
I mean,
I
I
have a
feel like
tooth
if you're
doctor.
legally deaf, you do,
I don't think
You
you're
do,
wrong.
but like,
and that's
you
something you
shouldn't
find
be
out
legally
early.
deaf by the time you get your hearing checked.
I think you're correct in that we probably should get regular ear checkups, but it's kind of the nature of our healthcare system where it's just like we don't actually do this sort of thing. And I think it's just kind of perceived as an old person problem. Like like hearing degeneration is natural, but usually it takes 30 or 40 years for it to really be like an issue, even among
Yeah,
people who like destroy their ears. Like it's like even
I
people who
mean, but
destroy
a
their ears.
lot of people destroy their ears.
Oh, and I think it's getting worse. Like the fact that
Oh,
like
certainly.
over the last like I think it's just something we haven't really adjusted to because like even our parents' generation like would probably be like the first one who like would regularly attend like concerts and that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Um,
And concerts are like only getting worse for that situation.
well, and now we also have headphones that we wear like every day. Like I wear headphones probably on average 4 or 5 hours a day. And, like I think that's probably pretty standard for someone in our
Yeah.
age group.
Mhm.
And like that's I'm sure that's terrible for my ears. And like I already was like had like I already know that like my ears are going to be terrible. My dad had hearing aids like by 40, and I've got a freaking hole in my eardrum that I think is probably exists again, even though I got it fixed.
Oh no.
Mhm.
So
Oh
like
yes.
so my ears are
Not to the.
shot. I don't know,
Not to the
but I think to like answer your question, like I think it's like it would be kind of like asking the question like why don't we all get no, not a colostomy.
colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy?
Thanks.
The
Why don't we all-
simpler one.
yeah,
That's him, and I know what it is.
look, I had a bit of a brain fart. I'm tired, man, and I'm a bit stressed. It's going to be a long week.
Well, I mean, but doctors do like heavily recommend
When you're
getting.
40 or 50.
Yeah, right. I mean, but they wouldn't recommend getting your ears checked out of nowhere.
I mean, if
think
you
they
go to
might.
them and you're like, "Hey, I have something with my ear," they'll be like, "Yeah, let me refer you to a specialist."
I don't know. I would imagine that like once you start getting into like probably close to 40, that would be something that comes up during a regular physical. And it's sort of like, hey, how are your ears? Like, you notice any issues kind of thing?
Yeah, perhaps. It's just
I
like
don't
when
know.
we were kids, like we got ear tests all the time, or at least I did. Like as part of school, we would have like ear tests and stuff.
No, you're right. I definitely that happened to me as well.
I don't remember that happening to me, but I also have a notoriously bad memory.
I don't know. Like
And
I'm
we
not
grew up in the same state, so I'm sure it happened to
We grew up in the same state.
yeah, I'm definitely not disagreeing with you that it's probably something we should do. But I think there's probably just a perception where like when you're in your 20s and 30s, like it's not really something to worry about.
I think it's just it's probably the ailment I am most scared of, and yet no one pays attention to it until it's already too late.
Yeah. I think that's a case where it's like it's easy to ignore. It's
Yeah,
like the difference like loss of hearing is subtle and it's going to take a while for it to build up to be an issue and
Also,
I don't
hearing
know
aids
like
are like pretty fucking good and effective.
yeah.
and also insanely expensive.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there are a number of different kinds, and I'm pretty sure they're getting just like most technology, they're getting better, pretty
They're getting better.
progressive, like exponentially.
They're getting better and cheaper, but like you're going to be paying like $500 or $600 for like a decent pair.
My grandpa, obviously old guy, with bad hearing. I think he paid $10,000 for his hearing aids.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I might just not have a good perception of it because I'm not sure how much my dad's cost.
Oh,
He
I mean,
like
how much of this is
thought-
also the United States?
Yeah.
Not-
well,
not
obviously,
hearing
I'm
aids.
sure- I'm sure a lot of it was covered by his very good insurance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But like normally, that's what they would cost apparently.
that makes sense.
And he mulled over even getting them because they were so expensive. And his kids were like, I mean, my mom and her brother were like, "You are like you don't use your money for anything. You're 88. Get these things. They'll help you."
Like, what do you think you're going to spend it on?
Exactly. And he's like, "Okay, yeah, you're right."
Do you know what kind of hearing aid they were?
I don't. I know that they like molded specifically for his ear, um, and he said they were very hard to get out, but I think they were like really well suctioned in there, you know.
Yeah.
And it was literally like night and day. Like it was like he went from being almost deaf to hearing better than me, which is
Yeah.
rad.
I want
obviously.
bionic hearing. Someone give me 10 grand.
And that might just be like that brand kind of thing might just be exceptionally expensive because I don't think my dad's are like that like nice.
Yeah,
I think he has
It
like
would
probably a
probably
high
be
end.
uncouth for me to ask my boss. But he's like
Yeah.
maybe 10, 15 years older than us.
oh,
He's relatively young.
I know. Haley's mom unfortunately had really really bad hearing loss. I think maybe in her early 50s or something like that. And she's had hearing aids for a long time since then, but they just like don't work, or
Oh.
like they work very minimally. So they think that whatever is wrong with her hearing is not something that could be fixed with hearing aids. It's very strange.
I mean, like hearing aids are generally there to fix like a mechanical breakdown of like the outer ear sort of thing, but like it might be like an inner sort of thing. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
familiar
really,
enough.
I'm not sure.
I'm not really familiar enough with ear anatomy off the top of my head to like be able to format something specific. But there's a lot of like connections there, and like there's a lot of like failure points. So it's not
Yeah,
surprising that sometimes they're just not going to work.
the thing is that they have tried a bunch of stuff to the point where they don't feel like trying anymore, and it's still bad.
Yeah,
I feel like you shouldn't give up if you're able to sustain it, but
I mean, just that's not an uncommon thing necessarily in these kind of conditions where it's just like, look, we spent a bunch of money, like
Mhm.
the you just look at it and it's like we're going to spend a bunch of money more to like probably get, if any effect, something minor. So like just learn to deal with it. Like
Mhm. What the hell knocked me in the air? Is it a hammer?
I don't think so.
I am
I don't think so
currently
either.
using normal 1 because I'm like, this guy's dead, right?
That was me, but
He would have been dead quicker if I was not using a charge blade, unfortunately.
I'm not worried about it. Like I'm kind of blocked. Tomorrow's a reading day, and so I'm kind of blocked tonight off. Just like this is like a little time to kind of wind down a little bit before the next.
What are you gonna
like,
read?
Mostly drug biochemistry,
Textbook
but
size.
a little bit of self care.
Well, what's on your?
That school
what's your-
related or you related?
School related.
Oh,
Because final start Thursday.
oh, damn.
Yeah, this is kind of like I've been sort of hitting the books a lot last couple days, and this is sort of a kind of a break that I'm giving myself, and then I'm going to like be pretty intensely studying for most of the next week. I'll probably be able to like do a little bit this weekend, but I don't really want to like break for too long. So, oh, I'm also getting my COVID shot tomorrow, so that's
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Oh, finally.
What genre?
Which one?
Pfizer.
Welcome.
I'm annoyed that the Johnson is just back because I knew that's
Yeah.
exactly what would happen. They were
Yeah.
literally like, we think this causes blood clots. We need to stop giving it. And then it's like, it causes blood clots. All right, start giving it again.
Well, I mean, this is like I know it was
Frustrating.
unnecessary, but like this was exactly how this sort of system is supposed to work.
Oh.
Like,
I know.
I get it. Like, I understand that a bunch of people want to like kind of circumvent like the system as it exists because it's important. Like, but like I just think that like these are the sort of things you kind of have to just accept. Is like, all right, it got taken off for like 10 days so that they could like
These
run
are
some
the
double checks, and
things
it turns out,
you
yeah, it's fine.
must accept.
The
10
system
days,
worked.
so now I have to wait another entire fucking month to get my second Moderna shot.
Oh, you've already gotten a
Yay.
better shot than the Johnson and Johnson.
I know. That's true. It's supposedly 80% effective on the first
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah, so you're already better off than if you would have gotten the Johnson & Johnson.
That's good, I guess. Side effects definitely blue. I don't know why the Moderna side effects are so harsh.
Yeah, that's something that has been observed, that it's harsher side effects. I don't know. I don't know enough about the specific biochemistry of why, and I don't know if anyone else really does either.
It's very weird.
Um,
They were there and gone in like 24 hours. So
yeah, I'm just hoping that like most people have said the first shot is pretty mild, and so I'm kind of
yeah, I
hoping
know.
that like that's how it works out for me, because I am going to be pretty like my first test is probably my easiest, and so like Thursday is definitely a day to feel bad, but like
Mm-hmm.
God, like if I have finals week and then also like bad like shot side effects, that's going to be completely fucking miserable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's we were planning to go somewhere for Haley's birthday, which is May 17th, and then they auto scheduled our second shot for May 16th, and we're like, okay, maybe not then. So what we're actually doing is we're just I bought a night at the Drury Inn that's like down the street from us, and we're having just like a hotel night.
You're just going to the Drury Inn.
Yep. It's a nice one though. It's like the nice new one that they built.
Cool. I didn't realize they were still building Drury Inns.
Yeah, they.
I think Jury Inn's like really successful.
It's
I believe you.
technically in Carmel, this new one,
Yeah.
because it's like right across the street.
I think
But it's nice, and there's a pool, and
yeah, I think it's like the brand of hotel that strikes a nice balance between affordable but also still like nice.
right. That's what my parents stayed at all the time when they came to Butler. The one
Yeah,
on
same.
Michigan. But that's also unfortunately where all of my shit got stolen in Ohio. Because they just didn't have cameras on 3 entire sides of the building.
Well, fuck the Jury Inn. All my homies say the Jury Inn.
I mean, I will never stay at the Drury Inn in Dublin, Ohio ever again. And if they hear this, I want them all to go, fuck. No, they were fine. Get some cameras, is all I have to say. They did let me steal like 80 towels to clean out my bleach-soaked car.
Least they could do.
Pretty much.
I mean, that's like somebody stabbing you and then being like, "Here's a Band-Aid." I mean, I guess they weren't the ones who stabbed you.
They didn't stab. A different man stabbed. Did you know I got stabbed?
No.
As well during that whole situation?
Congratulations.
Wild.